أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا عليم علمنا 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 بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانهر إن شانئك هو الأبتر سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين Amen. Alhamdulillah, today is 18th December 2021 and I welcome everyone to Ilekeu session for adults, especially for the beginners. We started from the beginning, that is from Alif all the way to Ya, and I'm just going to quickly revise what we have covered so far. Please do not hesitate to ask questions. If there is any letters or any sound that is not clear, please do speak. All right. So we started from Alif, and as we all know that Alif is just like one at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. And like I explained, that Alif doesn't have any sound. There are two letters like that, they don't have sound. One of them is Alif, and the second one is Hamza. Okay. Now, letter Ba has one dot under, one dot under, one dot under. Anytime we say, and the Ba sounds B, it sounds B. The next letter is called Ta. Ta has two dots on the top. Anytime we see the Ta, okay, it's like that, and it's going to be like Ta, Ta. It sounds Ta, so it's like Ta, Ta, okay, sound Ta, Ta, okay. Then it's also Ta because it's two dots on the top, and this is called a round Ta. It's called a round Ta, and it still sound what? The next letter is Tha because it has three dots. Tha, 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 like a Tha, thank you. Tha. The next letter is Jim. Jim like a Ba. You see, one dot, but with Ba, the mouth is open like this. That's Ba. But once there's a cough a bit from the top, so it becomes Jim. It becomes Jim. So don't get confused with Ba and Jim. Jim one dot, Ba one dot, but there's a cough a bit for the Jim. So, and at the end, Jim sounds J. Jim sounds J. The next letter is called Ha. Jim, Ha, and Ha, they are family because they look alike. What makes difference is the numbers of dots. So for the Ha, Ha doesn't have any what? Any dot at all. As you can see, Ha, 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 and Ha sounds, the letter is coming from our throat. Ha, Ha. The next letter is called Ho. Ho, just like Ha, but there's dot on the top. Ho. Ho is like letter K and letter what? Letter H together. Like Khadija. Ho. The next letter is Dal. This Dal I'm going to start it because we cannot join any letter after what? After the Dal. Just like Alif, we can't join any letter after Alif. So no letter to be joined after letter Dal. At the beginning, we see Dal like this in the middle. That can join something behind, of course, but after, it's not allowed. And the Dal on its own, and it sounds Da, Da. Okay, Da, Da. The next letter is dal. Dal and dal, they are family. But for the dal, there is dot on the top. As you can see, we call dal. And we write dal for D, but because we have additional one dot on it, so we have to decide to put H, then we call it dhalika likitabu. Alladhi, dal. Then the next letter is called ro. The dal and that, we can't write anything after. That is, we can't join it with any other letter. So this letter is called ro. Sometimes you can see raw written this way. It's still what? It's still raw. And the sound is Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman. So raw. After letter raw, I also start Zain. The reason why I start, because I can't join any letter after Zain. So raw and Zain, they are family, but raw has got no dot. Zain has one dot on the top. So Zain, and Zain sounds Z. Okay, Z is different from sin. So this is Z. So the next letter is sin now. Sin has got three teeth. Sin, 1, 2, 3, sin. In the middle and at the end, and the sin sound Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu, sin. Okay, our teeth flat, sin. Or like Zain, Z. Then the next letter is Shin. It's a family of sin, but it has three dots on the top. So Shin, and Shin sound what? Sh, like a she and H, S and H. Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah. Shahawa Ramadan. So Shin has got two dots. So don't say sin, same thing as she. No different. Sin and she. As you can see in my mouth, sin and she. The next letter is called sword. Sword. Our mouth circle. Sword. Sword, and also sound like a C. But in order to distinguish between sin and a sword, we put one line or dot under the sword. After letter sword, we have a dod. Dod is like letter D and H, but we put line under it. Dod. Because with that, we just see D and H. So with dod, we have a D and H, but there's line under. So this is called dod. Then the next letter is called to. And the to has sound like a t, but we have to put line. Anytime you discover sound the same thing, just put line or dot under the other one. Then to, tolabul ilm, at-talibu. Then zo is a family of to, but there's a dot there. And what is the sound is what? Like a zain, but it's quite different. But we put line under the zo. Dod, to, and zo. Limina. Now, the next letter is called ain. Ain, open mouth at the beginning. In the middle, we close the mouth, so it becomes ain. We can shade it, or we can leave it like that. And ain, the speech mark, is the sound of ain. So if we have ain fatia a, we use the speech mark and we put a. If it's ain kasra e, we use the speech mark and put e. If it is an ain dama, we put the speech mark and put on. The next letter is called goin. It's a family of ain, but there's a dot on top of it. Goin at the beginning, open mouth, in the middle, mouth closed. At the end, mouth can also be closed. If you have like this, it's called goin as well. And goin, you can say it sounds like a G or like GH, okay? Going, the letter is coming from the throat, like I is also coming from the throat. Okay, I, going, the next letter is now fa, fa, fa at the beginning, fa in the middle, and fa at the end, and sound what? Sound birobil falaqo, fa, falaqo, fil, qul a'udhu birabbil falaq, alam taro kaifa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. So that is fa for you. The fa and the qaf, they are family, but the difference is qaf has got two dots. Qaf. This is the sound of the qaf. Qaf is different from ka. So this is letter qaf. 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 Fa. Fa. Then qaf. Qaf. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So qaf, qaf, qaf. And we have the ka. Remember letter ka on its own is like this. Okay. But at the beginning, we make it this way. Ka. In the middle, ka. Then at the end, the ka. And remember, ka sound like kitabu. Okay. Kitabu. Okay. Karimu. Ka. Ka. Different from ko. Quack, quack, or queen. The next letter is called lam. It's a long letter. In the middle, we have it like this. And at the end, we have it like this. And lam sounds Allahu, Allahu, Lillahi. So anytime we have the lam, it sounds The next letter is called mim. Mim just like zero and proceed at the beginning. In the middle, one letter is coming to join the mim, and mim also preceded, okay? And the mim at the end is like this, and mim sounds maliki, muliku, muallim. So The next letter is called nun. On a good day, you can see nun like this. As long as it has one dot on the top, it's called nun. In the middle, at the end, and nun sounds what? Naam, naam. Wow. Wow. I start wow because we can't join any letter after the wow. I'm afraid we can join before, but after we can't join it. Okay, so wow in the middle, wow at the end, and sound what? Wow. The next letter is ha. Ha is also one of the letters that is coming from our throat. There are 6 letters like that. They are what? They are originated from the throat. So ha, ha, and a ha sounds like this. Ha, ha. If I write H, which means I'm talking of ha, but if I put dot under it, becomes ha. Remember, ha can still be like a zero like this at the end of a verse, or can also be like this. It's still what? Still ha. So please don't call it mim, it's ha. The last letter of the Arabic is called ya. So we can also write ya like this. You see, it still do 2 dots at the bottom. So ya, ya, and then a ya. And the sound for ya is y. Okay, ya Adam, ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Okay, Yusuf. So that is all about the Arabic alphabet and the sound. Please, may I entertain questions? Any questions, please? If we are all clear, please let me know. Is there any letter that also always confuse? Do we have question, please? Any question, or we should proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So we have also discussed about somebody asking question. Okay, everyone's clear, mashallah. Now, lesson number 4 is about Fataha. So the letter Alif to Ya we have done. we only discuss the sound. We don't really spell inside it. So because there's no haraka there. So now this time around, we are dealing with haraka, which is lesson 4. Harakas are fataha, kasra, and dhamma. Without this haraka, we can't read all this one. We only make them like what? Like a phonic sound. Like if I write mim and ain together, I'll just say and okay, and or I write ya and then let's say ya and nun. I'll just say yi and because there is no haraka. So what will help us to pronounce this very well? They are harakas and they are fataha and it sound a. We open our mouth anytime you see fataha. We open our mouth. The next one is kasra. Kasra, it is E, we show our teeth anytime we see the kasra. And the dhamma, our mouth has to be circle. Ooh, it sound what? Ooh, ooh. So these are the main 3 haraka we have. A, open mouth. E, show teeth. And ooh, mouth circle. Imagine I have B on its own is going to be B. But if I write the letter and I put fataha, so it's now going to be ba. It's now called what? Ba. But if I write ba without any haraka, it's what? Is a B on its own. Imagine I write mim without haraka. So it sounds what? But if I write mim with kasra, so it becomes what? It becomes me. It becomes me. Therefore, a, e, and u are the main haraka we have. Alif, fataha, a, ba, fataha, ba. You see? Ta, fataha, ta. Fa, fataha, fa. Ka, fataha, ka. Fataha, ma. Wa, fataha, wa. Yi, fataha, ya. So we might join 2, 3 letters together. It doesn't really matter as long as we know the sound. Like alif fataha, a, this becomes a. This is ma because it's mim, then fataha, ma. And this is ro, fataha, ro. So then becomes a, ma, ro. This is now we're learning blending. Blending, you spell and blend. Ba, la, ga. Ba, ro, ba. Ka, sa, ba. O, ma, ro. Wa, ja, da. If I don't have this sign, if I delete this sign, okay, I will just say w, j, d. You see, I will write just W here, which is sound of W. Wow. Then I will just put Jim here, j, and I put d. So how can we read together? W, j. We have to blend it. But because the haraka are there, there's the haraka that's going to support us to be able to read. So apart from that, we do lesson 5, which is kasra. Kasra is all about showing our teeth by saying E, or we write E. So sound the same. E, alif kasra E, ba kasra B, ta kasra T, tha kasra T, hamza kasra E, and ya kasra Yi. So when we are reading, let's make sure we take note of the haraka, very important. When we see ha, we open mouth. When we see E, we show teeth. When we see U, we what? We make sure our mouth is circle. So let's remember the sound, very important. Haraka, dama U. So anytime we see this sign, our mouth needs to be circle. U. Bu, U. Tu, U, tu. Fu, U. Ju, U. Ho, ho. Do. Lu, lu, wu, and you, because I've seen the dhamma. If you see dhamma, make sure your mouth circle. If you see fataha, make sure your mouth open. If you see kasra, make sure your mouth, you show your teeth. So this is a combination of fataha Kasra and Doma. See? A, I, Zu, Ta, Zi, Ru, Ya, Ri, Thu, Ya, Indu. So please, may I ask, is there any question? Do we have any question based on Haraka, Fataha, Kasra, and Dhamma? Do we have any concern, please? We can type answer, we can say, or we can speak up. So whatever we want, please. Do we have any question, please? Alaja Kazim, any question?
Fine, sir.
Mami Latifa, Mami Fatima, thank you. Mami Fatima, any question?
No, sir.
Thank you. Alaja Rofiat, any question?
No, sir.
Thank you. Ajia Atoro, any question, please?
No, sir.
Alaja Mashudat, Ejo, any question?
No question, sir.
Alhamdulillah. Mami Adnan, any question?
No question.
Okay. Mami Fatia, any question, please?
No, sir.
Thank you. So let's move on to another one. All this one are Fatia, Kasra, and Dhamma. Lesson 7. So as I've discussed with you, Fataha is just only one line. Now for lesson 7 now, it becomes Fataha Tani. Now we have double Fataha. Are we together? So double Fataha will sound an. You see? An. A for single, but double becomes an. So these lessons introduce sound and we call it tanween. Tanween. If somebody asks you what is tanween, tanween is fatahateni, kasrateni, and domateni, and it introduces the sound remember so we have an. So this is going to be in, and this is going to be what? Un. So an, in, un. Okay. So if I put ba fatia tenin, ban. So ban. We write ba, a, ban. But if it's just ba with fataha, I will say ba. But because it's turning, it becomes ban. Remember, tanween introduce sound what? Sound So an, ban, tan. Okay? Kon, kan, lan, man. Okay? Nan, one, and yan. Tanween is what? Fatateni, kasrateni, and domateni. Look at this. Ali, Fatia, A. This is A. Ba, Fataha, Ba. Aba, and Da, Fatateni, Dan. Is it? Abadan. So the must appear here. Ma, li, kan. Malikan, malikan. Ma, tha, lan. Mathalan, mathalan. A, si, fan, asifan, asifan. Ku, is it dama, mouth seku, fu, kufu, one, kufu one. Ala qotan, ala qotan, bako rotan. So lesson 8 is about kasrateni, which is what? In, remember? In, bin, tin, in, win, in, amadin, obaqin, lahabin, lumazatin, lumazatin, lu dama, fatah, ma, luma, zain, za, lumaza, ta kesrotinitin, lumazatin. And the lesson 9 is damatini. Domateni still introduce what? But it also be un this time around. Bun, tun, jun, dun. sun, run, wun, and yun. Su, ru, run. The difference between this ru and this ru, this is turning, and this is what? Only single dhamma. And remember, fatha turning, okay, can be written in another way. Okay, fatha turning can be written in another way. So if I write like this, I say this is fatha turning, this is kasra turning, and this is what? Dhamma turning. So I can also write dhamma turning this way. Okay, so that's also what? Dhamma turning. And I can also write like this. This is what? This is also dhamma turning. So dhamma turning can be written in different way. Fatha turning, I can write like this as well. Okay, I can write kasra turning like this. I can write dhamma turning like this. Okay, so don't be surprised if somebody writes dhamma turning like this. It's still dhamma turning. Don't be surprised if somebody writes kasra turning like this. We're coming to that in the Quran, inshallah. So please make sure you know that it can be written in different forms. All right. So now let's go back to lesson number 10. Lesson number 10 is about mad. Is about mad or madda. Madda means elongate, to elongate. What do we want to elongate? Remember, we have 3 haraka. Can someone remind us what are these 3 haraka, please? What are the 3 harakas, please?
Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma.
Thank you. Fataha, Kasra, and Dhamma. These are the 3 haraka we have. Then if we want to elongate, we use these 3 haraka. If you want to what? Elongate, we use the 3 haraka. Are we together? We have 3 haraka. And if you want to elongate, we use the same 3 haraka. Okay. Now, the first one is what? What is the first one? Fataha. All right. Fataha. Fataha is the first one. So, Fataha, which is A, Kasra, which is E, and Dhamma, which is what? O. So these are called what? Haraka. Okay, haraka. Now, if I want to elongate Fataha, so I will use Alif Mad. So this now when Mad comes, okay? Madda. Madda means to elongate. So we have 3 Madda. We have Alif Mad. We have Yaw Mad. Okay? And we have what? We have Waw Mad. Center Major.
Sir.
Thank you.
So sir.
We have 3 mad. How many mad? 3 mad. Alif mad, Yaw mad, and Waw mad. So if I want to elongate A, I will use what? Alif mad. And how can I do that? If I write Ba, Fataha, this is just Ba. I did not apply elongation. But if I want to elongate, then I will write this one. I will make mad by its side. Then I will say Ba. Why do I make it Ba? Because I have used Alif mad. What is Alif mad? It's the Alif that has no haraka. And we use to elongate what? Fataha. Ah. Okay. Now, if I want to elongate Kasra, okay, I will use Yaw mad. How can I do that? I will write Ba, then I'll put Ya by its side. Okay. And I'll write Ba Kasra Yaw mad. It becomes what? B. 2 count. Don't forget, 2 counts. Because we are coming to 4 counts, we're coming to 6 counts. So 2 counts. You see, this one is B, 2 counts. All right. And the last one is going to be ba domabu, remember? And I will use wow mat to elongate. So this becomes boo. I write double O or I write BW. Even with B, I can write double I. So it's still B. Okay. So A, E, and U, they are what? They are araka. But alif, mat, yao, mat, and waw mat, we use them to what? To elongate. If you want to elongate A, I will use alif mat. If I want to elongate E, I will use yao mat. If I want to elongate wow mat, what can I use? I will use wow mat. So if somebody asks you what is mat, just say elongate or to stretch. So what do you want to stretch? I want to stretch araka. And what is araka? A, E, and U. Okay, so that is all about mat. Mat is to elongate. That is what this lesson is all about. Ba, sa, la, ma. With this revision, I believe if you got time, just revise it or listen to the video again. You can't miss it anymore. Inshallah. See this one? That. This is khofa. There is alif ma there. So you see, they use it to elongate the khofa. This is ka, fatih alif ma the ka, no fatih na, kana. You see? Kana. This is ko and the alif mad, making ko la. Ro, I cannot join ro with alif together. You know, I told you ro, we can't join anything after it. So that's why it's ro na. Look at this. Taba, taba. This is adun. All these are what? Alif mad. Okay. Now, apart from that, the next one is called standing fataha. Okay. Standing fataha. We have standing fataha. We have standing kasra. But I'm afraid we don't have a standing dhamma, but we have reverse dhamma. Okay. So if you know the three mat very well, then you already know the standing fataha, the standing kasra, and the reverse dhamma, because they all mean the same thing. They are just explaining there. So standing fataha, you see like a standing fataha like this. That's a standing fataha. When it's down, it means it's standing kasra. You see, just like a small alif, but it's down. And the last one is reverse dhamma. You see dhamma normally, but it's going to be in reverse. So standing fataha, it means fatia and mad. If I write mim, fatia, alif, mad is what? Is ma. It's the same thing when I write mim and I put standing fatia on it. So this and this means the same, which is what? Ma. Okay? Ma. Standing fatia means fatia and mad. Standing kasra is going to mean what? It means mim with yaw mad. Mim kasra me, yaw mad me. If I write mim and I put standing kasra under it, then I will translate as me, or I write mim and double I. It's still me. Reverse dhamma, it means mim dhamma waw sukun. This is mu. Same thing as when I write mim and I put reverse dhamma there. Okay, so this is mu, or I write MW, mu. Standing fataha, standing kasra, reverse dhamma, they all means what? They all means alif mad, ma, mim fatah, alif mad, ma, yaw mad, mi, and waw mad, mu. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please, any question?
No, sir.
So like this is a, But this becomes what? This is ba. This is ba. This is or this is what you call standing what? Standing fatha. But if it is under, we call it what? Standing kasra. If it's like this, it's reverse dhamma. Which sound? O. So this one is what? E. And this one is what? That's all about lesson 11. So ala, adama. If you don't see mad, don't make it long. If you don't see standing fatha, don't make it long. If you see it, make it long for 2 counts. Very important. See, I see standing fatha, I will say mana. I can't say mana na. Only apply the mad wherever you see. Only apply the standing fatha wherever you see. I want to read this one, then I will say, oh, this has got what? Standing fatha. So I will say the 2 counts. So the lika. The lika. Look at this one. It has standing fatha. I will say thorough. So mommies, if you don't see mad, alif mad, waw mad, yaw mad, don't elongate. Or you don't see standing fatha, standing kasra, reverse, do not elongate it. Look at this one. I will elongate the first and the second one. So I will say kholatika. And mind you, do not elongate too much. Do not stretch it too much. We only allow to stretch for 2 counts for now. We are coming to 5 count. We are coming to 6 count. Okay. So he. That's lesson 12. It's almost the same, more or less the same thing. Now, lesson 13. What is lesson 13 all about? Is about sukun and shadda. Sukun is no sound. So alif fatha and waw sukun. Ow. Ow. Remember the sound for wow is what? Oh, isn't it? So ow. Alif fatha and with W making ow. Ba fatha ba and waw sukun. Bow. Is it? Bow. Ta fatha ta waw sukun. Tau. Thou, thou, jow, cow, cow, low, yow. Imagine this one. Ow, hana. Do not elongate if you don't see mad or standing fatiha or standing kasra or reverse dhamma. Just keep it only 1 count. Ow, hana. Nothing to elongate. Taubatan, taubatan. I only apply in sound because I've seen tanwin. Taubatan, hawlahu. Now I elongate this one because I can see reverse dhamma. If you see reverse dhamma, elongate. Standing fatha, elongate. Kasra, standing kasra, elongate. Khawfin, rahun, zawjan. Saufa. See this one? I have to elongate what? Ya qawmi. Ya qawmi. See, alif dhamma wa sukun. U, bu, 2 counts. This is waw mad. Remember, I've explained alif mad, yaw mad, and waw mad. So this elongate dhamma. U, bu, 2, utia, burika, turuna. Elongate, elongate, because I can see wow mad. Turuna. Wujuhun. Dulatan. 2 count. Dulatan. Waturi mawkufuna. Okay. Lesson number 15. I. Remember the sound for yaw is W, isn't it? Y. Sorry. I, by, tai, sukun, no sound. I, jai, soy, oi, kai, lai, mai. Aina, aina, baiti. Okay? I will elongate. آتينا قريش زيتون صيفي ضيفي طير. Okay, lesson 16. Lesson 16, we have E, B. This is Yao Mad. Remember, Alif Mad, Waw Mad, and Yao Mad. E, B, T, C, D, P, E, G, F. This is lesson 16, and it's all about long E. So, E, to, ni, mu, bi, mubinin, 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 yatiman, yatiman, awi, shahidun, labithina. So sukun, remember, no sound for sukun. An, id, am, in, bal, tub, khudh, da, ذوق ذرني صدني سال فصور عن لي فهل لهم idfa id. Remember I said we have 5 letters for qalqala. That is one of them. We echo it. Idfa, idhab, that is one of it. Anzil, alif fatha, no sukun, an, zain kasrozi, anzil, lam sukun, zil, anzil, amhil, alif fatha, mim sukun, amhil, alaqat, at mim, amsik, isbar, urqud, ahsin, yaghfir, tasma, ziltun, قلتم يعظم عقتل يدخلكم نقصص لكنتم أن طبتم yes يشهد سيعلمون. I think this is where we stop, isn't it? Is this where we stop? I don't want this one.
Our ambisa.
Okay, ẹ̀yin wà bẹ̀ yẹn, àwọn yòókù ti sùn.
So sir.
Where do we stop? Akhraja, we've done this. I know we've done this one.
Yes.
Have we done this one? Eh? Ẹ̀yin òbí.
Mo ń dàbí akọrọjà lèmi ẹ ṣọ́ọ̀pù sí. Akọrọjà, yeah.
Ó ní a ti parí page yẹn.
Yeah, I took care of
So have we done this page? That's my question. Have you done this year shahadu?
Yeah, I showed that the first line, Lawashi, but me was sure.
Okay. Let me check the homework. Okay, I said lesson in last week, Abi.
One láti ṣe.
My grandma.
One láti ṣe class.
Okay.
I said last week.
Okay, I said last week. Okay, I will finish up these last 2 lines.
At your first line.
As the first line. Okay.
First line, so I teach last week.
Okay. Non dama.
No.
Sod kasra.
Si.
Ba fatia.
Ba.
And ta sukun.
Bat.
Together.
No sebat.
No sebat. Isn't it? No sword. No sebat. Then sin dama.
So.
To kasra.
Si.
Ha fatia. And ta sukun. Ha sukun.
Hat.
All together.
Sotehat.
Sotehat. No sebat. Sotehat. No sebat. Sotehat. No sebat. suthat. Alif Fatia, Ta Fatia,
Ta.
Sa.
Ro Sukun,
Sa.
Nun Fatia,
Na.
all together.
Asarna.
Afarina, Afarina, Nusibat, Sotehat, Afarina, Afarina, Nusibat, Sotehat, Afarina. Then Wa Fatia,
Wa.
Wa.
Sin Fatia,
Ta.
and To Sukun,
Sat.
and Nun Fataha,
Na.
all together.
Wasatna.
Wasatna, isn't it? Wasatna, Nusibat, Sotehat, Afarina, Wasatna. Then Ba Kasra,
B.
Alif Kasra,
E.
Dha Sukun,
Is.
and Nun Kasra,
Ni.
all together.
Be isni.
Be evening. Nusibat, Sutehat, Atharina, Wasatna, be evening. The last line, Sin Fatia,
Sa.
Ya Fatia,
Ya.
Ain Sukun.
Ra.
So making Saya, isn't it? Saya,
Yeah.
Lam Fatia,
Lam Fatia.
making
Sayana.
Sayana, Mim Domawa Sukun,
Mu.
making what?
Sayana.
The Nun Fataha,
Na.
all together.
Sayana.
That's it. Saya alamuna, isn't it? Saya
Yeah.
alamuna. Saya alamuna. Saya alamuna. Next one. Ya Fatia.
Ya.
Sin Sukun.
Yes.
Ta Fatia.
Ta.
And Wa Sukun.
Tau.
Making yes,
Yes.
Tau. Fadama.
Fu.
Fu. Wa Sukun. Fu. And Nun Fataha.
Na.
All together.
Yes.
Yastaufuna. Again. Yastaufuna. Again.
Yes.
Yastaufuna. Sayalamuna. Yastaufuna. Ya Fatia.
Ya.
Nun Sukun.
Yan.
Rodama.
Zu.
Rodama.
Ru.
Wa Sukun. And Nun Fataha.
Na.
All together. Ya.
Yazuruna.
Yobo.
Yazuruna.
Na.
One more time.
Yan.
This is where we stop. And inshallah, next week, we are going to start from Aja, Ajarun. Aja, echo this one. Remember, I've told you, Kola, don't be quick to jump. Dal, ba, don't ba, ko, don't be quick, to, jump, Jim. So we have to echo this letter when we see them with sukun. Okay, and also at the end of the verse if we are stopping. So Ajarun, Habelun, Inshallah, we are going to do these three lines next week. May Allah preserve our life. Any question, please? Any question, please?
No.
I hope this revision makes a lot of sense.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But
sir.
how can we be better is for us to, create time to revise as well.
Rising.
Is I don't say you should have the whole day to revise. To be honest, if you can establish 15 to 10 minutes to revise, even just only one page, you are able to revise. You will get there. Don't think, oh, about page. What is it? What is the current page we stop now, please? What page is it?
24.
24. 24, yeah, 24, 25 is not a big number, okay, if we think wisely. That is to say, if we say, okay, today I want to revise for maybe 2 pages, then don't go beyond the 2 pages. In order to keep it simple and straightforward. Don't think, oh, 25 is too much. No. Think, okay, the first page 1 and page 2 is fine. Next day, page 3 and 4. If we can plan this way, then we are going to be there. I don't want us to be what? Compiling. If you do lesson 1, we don't get it, lesson 2, because I don't want us to be waiting in one particular page. We've got to move on because time is not waiting for anybody. Are you with me? And as well, I don't want to move you further without understanding the previous one. That's another thing. Okay, I don't want to be rush, and at the end of the day, are you learning Arabic? And they ask to read the page you have covered, and you can't read it. We say, who's your teacher? That's the question. They will think it's you that don't revise, but they will ask, who's your teacher? Does that make sense? So please, we stop at page 25. Let's make sure we plan our time to revise it before the next week.
Inshallah.
I don't want to do tests for you. I don't want to conduct any tests because we are parents, we're adults. Okay, some got it right, but some haven't get it right. And the best way to get it right is to revise. Okay, and today's video as well, please make sure you go through it later on. I'm going to upload it, inshallah, the correct line. Naam.
Yeah, content revision here. So the other way talking for Fatihatin and Kasratin.
Naam.
But tabale for one example in the Quran so that tabari our familiar.
Okay, inshallah. Let me open my Quran now. I have a Quran here.
Okay, sir.
Yes, I've got one here already. Good question. Am I sharing the Quran?
Yes, sir.
Now, wa antahilun. This is lamb with mim. Surgery. This is lamb domatenin.
Loan. Okay.
So, and in this case, there is what we call al-kalab. Everybody, I want to say, either saying, I want to say, he lumbi, because if this meme follows by the ba, it becomes al-kalab. So basically, this is an example of tenwin in the Quran. Good question. I like that. 2 dojo points for that, inshallah. Inshallah. So sometimes you have domateni like this. You have it like this. Okay. So we have so many ways, but make sure we are getting along. So for those who attend session, you learn something today at least. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Another example.
Yes, please. Me, Mama.
Yeah, another example in last line. Yeah.
So we have rule behind all this. Inshallah, may Allah make it easier for us, okay? Any other question, please? No question? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.